mothers on their grind trying to get a dream. All my niggas treat me like the boss, cause they know if something happened to my niggas, I'ma hold it down. R.I.P. my niggas on the other side. Love is blind till you looking for a mother's eyes. Trust is the meaning of a boss, so they know if something happened to my niggas, I'ma hold it down. Loyal to the soil, we all worms with the birds fly. At a young age, had to learn.
All right, but what I can send that shit to somebody.
Yeah. Actually, you should. Oh, your boy is in already.
Okay, good.
You can share
Hey,
this.
yo, Al, spread it to the squad. My boy from IVM.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Oh, he on the gram. He's watching.
Yep.
Yeah. Yo, hit Blix with it. Hit Best One with it. Hit Maestro with it. Hit your brother with it. You know what I'm saying? Hit the link with it. Yeah, I see you, Al. What's up?
Free my niggas locked, I'ma hold it down. Single mothers on their grind trying to get a dream.
4 minutes.
Treat me like the boss, cause they know
Yeah.
to my niggas, I'ma hold it down. R.I.P. my niggas on the other side. Love is blind till you looking for a mother's eyes. Trust is the meaning of a boss, so they know if something happened to my niggas, I'ma hold it down.
You are now listening to Always Hustle with OG-10, powered by MyDetroitHustle.com. So I tell people to be persistent because I wouldn't and find the black ass to keep saying but don't be smooth bucket sound moving the public coming through their blocks with the point I wouldn't and find the black ass to reach maximum level my voice penetrates producing a loud echo making noise in the suburbs and travels through the ghetto you know my ammo the music is radical rebel providing you the gems and dropping emeralds for your mental careers I cripple as soon as I nipple with pencil.
Okay, yeah. So we live.
Questionable, never betrayed my sound to fill my poems with revenue. Constant, perpetual, onslaught of masterpieces, outshining all these current day rap releases.
Yeah.
Shout out to Queen P out there in Cali. What up?
Shout out to Queen P. What up? Yeah. Shout out to IVM, you heard? Shout out Poitier Music Group. Shout out Blix. Shout out J Vengeance. Shout out Bogey. You know what I mean? L's up. You already know. You already low.
Rappers who act brave and play dauntless aggressors. People wondering when retarded confidence of blessings. You didn't know son, but it's cause I'm restless. Working hard and relentless to make my team heavy cream holders. And Bentley is all possessors. OGs applaud and respect us. Cause we stay true at a time where compromise means more successes. Restored in essence. Spoke to God, he poured his blessings. When I told him I was spit the gospel and slaughter records. Torment contenders with this ill slanging vocab. My thoughts are on the page. My pen is like the nomad searching for home on these charts with rhymes from a notepad. Superior flow, make me boast and brag. Confront the hardest rappers out with no toast to grab and leave mass casualties. When toes get tagged, foes get mad. We drop the LP, corner them all. Brought life to a drama where the soul is the part. We don't stop with it, always moving around the blocks with it. Making more crowds in every single block feel it. When y'all hear it, you know it's straight official. Giving you the raw, and always will continue. We don't stop. Now we can't be stopped. Can't stop, yo. So pay attention. Yo, master rap flow, far different from the status quo. A lot of cats know him, but Sean rhyme, the fans grow. Check the numbers, do the math, that's what the stats show. A fine spitter, lines glimmer, make the track glow. Radiate street corners on a global scale. Fell from grace, but I climbed up and rose from hell. While most MCs stay there, offering their souls for sale. Hence I stroke them well, that's why my flows excel. My story is non-fiction, one only a true poet could tell. Kids try to make it out the ghetto to no avail, thinking they only options are to rap or go to jail and rap, cause now they got street cred and misguided.
All right. We're gonna get this thing started. Salute to everybody tuning in. What up, though? It's your boy OG-10. And you tapped into another edition of the Always Hustling Show with OG-10. And here we're going to do a little spotlight on an artist that has tapped in with us a few times here at the home of the world's hottest underground, independent, and unsigned hip-hop, powered by MyDetroitHustle.com. Tonight, we bringing back somebody that's making a lot of noise, staying real active in the community. Every time I look up, I'm seeing new music, new visuals, business moves, branding, merch, and more. He's here tonight to talk to us about the brand, the grind, and the new project, Motion Sickness. Everybody show some love for my man, Cydney Poitier, in the building. What's good with you, cuz?
Salute. What's good, my brother? What up, though?
Not much, man. Not much. Just holding on.
It's good to be back, man. Been here a few times. It's always good to be back on the platform, man.
That's what's up. So what's been going on since we last talked?
Oh man, we got a lot going. The last time I talked to you, the last time I saw you, rather, we was at the DJ Summit in Orlando. That's actually coming back around. But since then, this is my sixth studio album, Motion Sickness. It's something on it for everybody, bro. There's from K-Soul to Thurston How the Third to Rod, Grammy Award winning platinum artist, with vocal pipes like I'm talking about, like Marvin Gaye. Like people don't even sing like this dude is singing right now. And so we're just excited about it, man. Sixth studio album. That's where we at with it.
That's what's up. So I see you've been moving like crazy lately. What's this current season like for you creatively and mentally, as far as how you making all these moves and whatnot?
Well, we had to prepare, so 2025, we ended 2025 with Art Bezel, with Benny the Butcher and, West Side Gun. So we did the Art Bezel. We did that. Now, initially, I was supposed to go in 2026. I was supposed to go overseas because I'm going to be working with DJ Sin over there. And just recently, I'm going to be working with Baby J Biz over there. These are legendary guys overseas. I'm going to be working with them. So I was supposed to go there in 2026, but Colorado called and they ended up asking me to headline at the 4th Annual Hip Hop Festival in Boulder, Colorado. So on top of that, it's a lot going on with the Boulder, with the pop-ups, with the news media, with the meet and greets and everything. So we couldn't, Poitier Music Group and IVM, we felt like we wasn't going to be able to give the attention overseas that we wanted to and spend the time that we needed to because of everything that's happening with Colorado and then also, with the project dropping on the 22nd. So it was a lot to think about. So we just going to do the overseas next year. And, as far as the brand go, we managing the brand, we everywhere we don't just go to cities, we go to cities, we do pop-ups, we do meet and greets. And this is not easy on an independent level, but the people I'm around, we pretty successfully doing it. I've known Al for about 30 years. He's been doing this professionally for a long time. So that's, that's basically like right now, that's basically where we at. It's kind of getting ready for the release and getting ready for Colorado,
Okay. So what makes this the right time right now to drop Motion Sickness?
It makes it the right time because I normally drop like if you notice most of my albums been dropping May, some April, May, June, like that, around in that. We figure this one because we have so much going on. We actually want to be ready for for what we have ahead. So the vinyls come from England, so they take a month to get here. So we have to do things pre-recorded, or so to speak, pre-recorded way, so that we can have time to catch up with everything else that's coming. So that's it's like how can I say, like we just we feel like it's the right time because we caught some motion, bro, and a lot of things changed as far as friendships go, and it's the perfect time to drop it. We caught motion. They got sick. The phone stopped ringing. Cats was getting a little in their feelings. So it's the perfect time to drop because we worked so hard, and we've been where we are appreciated and not where we are tolerated. And so that's why it's the perfect time because we've acquired some fans, bro. That Poitier Music Group. We really boots on the ground, and we're not. This is the second year that we're not dealing with DSPs, and we're pretty successful, bro. We've been pretty successful. I'm not gonna even say luck because I know the type of work that Al does. I know the type of work that IVM is doing, and I know what I'm doing as far as Poitier Music Group. I know the type of work we're doing. So right now is the perfect time because we've aligned everything to be right here for the fans. We got fans now, bro. We actually know our fans. That's crazy, right? You
Right,
you
right,
you you
right.
on DSPs, you don't even know your fan. We actually know our fans. We actually engage, bro. And for the first time, that's amazing. So that's why it's the perfect time because we've put our boots on the ground for a whole year. So this year and last year was better. It was great at the end. This year gonna be better. We can already tell. And that's another reason why it's the perfect time, man. We put boots on the ground and we believe in what we've done.
Salute to Blix and Best One. They in the building now.
Word up, Blix, best one in the building.
Okay, well, I've been hearing people talking about the project already, so let's get into it.
All right.
Um, what does the title "Motion Sickness" represent?
The motion sickness represents I'm gonna say this in a way that everybody can understand this. We can listen, we can all be friends and we can all be buddies as long as we're all in this shithole together.
Right.
But the minute one of us step out the shithole and get some motion, then you paying attention to what's going on. You start seeing things, start seeing funny things. So we and it's always either best one or it's always either maestro or somebody coming up with these crazy ideas and everything. And I think I could be wrong, but I believe it was best one that was like, wow. Because see, first of all, IVM, they run my page. They IVM manages my brand. So they run my page. So they're seeing in real time how my real friends are are not hitting the like button and not and really doing funny business. Look like it's not being all in with me, like I'm all in with them. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Right.
so,
Right.
the people who market and promotion, they market my brand, they're seeing this in real time on Instagram. They're seeing it. And then I think it was Maestro, not my, I think it was Best One that said, yo, you know what? You should name the album Motion Sickness. You caught some motion and cats got sick, bro. And that's kind
Right.
of, why we went there with it, basically.
Yeah, that's funny. I don't know. I don't know if I got it from seeing your advertisement, but I tease my younger family members. I tell them they got motion sickness watching me do what I do. I just be joking with them, but I, I'm,
Some motion sickness.
I'm wondering if I saw your advertisement and that got popped in my head. Is there
Yeah.
overall theme or concept behind the project?
The overall thing behind the project is okay. That's a very, very important question that you asked, because the theme around the project is full and total independence.
Okay.
That's what the whole project is about. I mean, yo, guys, the project is so important about that is that as an independent artist, bro, every dime and every quarter collected is very, very important. And and guys, we have to think about our art and how we feel about it and what we're willing to do to protect it. This is serious art, bro. This is not a game. And my thing for Cydney Poitier has always been I'm keeping the OGs. But this particular album, Motion Sickness, if you're an independent artist and you're not prepared to go places and do things on your own dime to get to a bag, you shouldn't call yourself an independent artist. My contribution to this city has been nothing but stellar. They've seen consistency from me forever. Every interlude on this song, on this project, is about that. It's about independence and not using words loosely, bro. You're not an independent artist because you stand behind your computer. You're an independent artist when you get outside and when you get on planes and when you get on trains and when you get on buses and boats and you go try to make a difference. This is an independent artist. If we've used that word loosely, that is the premises really of the entire project. Is protecting your art. And stop using words loosely, man. There are people that have graduated to that. They weren't there in the beginning. They have graduated to becoming an independent artist. So the problem is, bro, is the accessibility to music is so easy that everyone thinks that they can do it.
Right.
I came in the game at MPEX 456. That's 2-inch reel. You're not a guy you're not gonna have, everybody's not gonna have the money to go and record on 2-inch reel.
Right.
But today you can go on Temu and you can buy a full-blown recording studio in your house for $160, bro. and now you thinking you can really do this, bro.
Right.
I got vinyl from 1994. I've been making records a long time, and I done made some hit records, and I done sold a lot of records behind what I know. But the accessibility to music is too accessible for everybody, and this is not for everybody. So the main focus is around this album is full independence, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stay down till you come up. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not prepared to go and get things and face these challenges on the independent level, then you shouldn't call yourself an independent artist. That's what, and all of the slides are from like, you know, the interludes and the intros and outros from this album are from like live events that happened in 2025, like the Hair Podcast. There's an interview on the Hair Podcast. We use some of that in the interludes. The outro, which talks about independent artists, the same thing. So the interludes and the intros and the outros are sequences of events that really happen. So this album is very directed. It's put together well by my producer Best One, and it's put together very well. It tells the story of independence and what we trying to do here, man. Because, bro, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but you know, I mean, you know, the place where we keep our money in America, the place where we keep the money at, you know, they just canceled the penny, right?
Right.
There's no more penny. So they just canceled the penny. So think about this, artists, for a minute, artists. Just think about this. All independent artists, think about this. If the place Fort Knox, where we keep our money at and our gold, if they just canceled the penny, and Spotify's offering you 0.0.03, Well, then you do the math. They've already canceled the penny. Well, ain't that canceling the penny twice?
Right.
That's crazy, bro.
Right.
So, bro, this is art. And you got to get boots on the ground. And that's what this album teaches. It don't just teach, trust me, the beats on this album is fire. Beats from Dirty Bakers, beats from Maestro, beats from Best One, beats from DJ Heron. This album is stellar. Trust me. But the concept behind it is full independence, man. You're not making a play, sitting behind your computer, bro. You're not.
Right.
You got to get out, boots on the ground. It's full independence. And that's what it's about.
Right. Yeah, I agree 100%. I see you out here moving. Another person I see moving a lot is my guy up in Canada, Ayo Biggs. I see him all over the place making moves. What was the mindset that you had when you was recording this project?
The mindset was, okay, I think Al told me, said, yo, so I had ideas and thoughts in my head in Miami while Art Basel was going on. I knew after Art Basel, after we did this with Clockwork and Benny and all of them, and I knew that I was going to have to start working on this album. And so after that weekend in Miami, I think I took like a 5-day break just from Miami because we needed 5 days. And then I started working on. So the mindset was, so if you look at the Art Basel performance in Lincoln's Beard, bro, they're walking me through the crowd. It looked like a prize fight. Did you see it? Yeah. It looked like a prize fight, the way the low life dudes just walking me through the crowd, bro. So that was my mindset going into Motion Sickness. Like, whoa, this is big. So we can't stop. We gotta keep the momentum. And so really Art Basel was really my mindset going into Motion Sickness. And also it was my studio, it was my 6th studio album. And also there's more solo songs, on this project. There's more solo songs with just me on this project than almost any of the projects I did, except for my first project. But I can tell you this, the reason why is because I really touched down with myself on this particular project. And people ask me all the time, yo, Cydney, why did you have all the pieces that you had? Okay, you have to understand, I changed my name. Right. I sold 500,000 records under my own name, but I changed my name. So I had to come play. I had to get Thurston Howell on a record. I had to get Wordsworth on a record. I had to go get Shabam Sadiq. I had to go get K Solo Cannabis. I had to jump on that joint with Papoose and Cool G Rap. I had to get on that because I changed my name. And so I reinvented myself. So nobody knew who I used to be. So I had to play with these guys until I got my weight up. I had to be humble. If you've been where I've been and you got to go into the underground and play now, it can be a bit like, damn, I might have felt like I done accomplished something in this game. I performed at legendary spots overseas and did all this and world tours and tours with Del the Funky Homo Sapien and Souls of Mischief and the Coop and all of it, doing a whole West Coast thing. But I changed my name, and so I had to come play again. And so I was humble with it. You know what I'm saying? And I played and stayed down till I came up. So, that's how that went, man. And to this day I'm humble. But I've only been, remember, I've been Cydney Poitier for only 6 albums. You got cats out here that have been who they've been their whole career. Right. And look at my vibration. Look how I'm moving. This is only my 6th studio album under my new name. We're pretty happy about it, bro. And we are excited. We're doing our job. So yeah, you seeing it and you seeing me. I'm everywhere. Right. So we excited, man. Real talk.
So what do you think separates this project from your previous releases?
This project, I think the vulnerability. I think grown man conversations. I got a song on here I got a song on here called Sins of a Father. Sins of a Father is a true story, bro.
Right.
And there's a reason that the song could only be as long as it could be. It's because if it would have been any longer, the person involved would have knew who was being talked about.
Okay.
But this album is things that we care about, things that a grown man is supposed to be doing, dog. I got grandbabies, dog.
Right.
I got some records that I want them to play at my daughter's graduation. I got some records that I want to do some records that are invited in spaces that hip hop music is not always invited in. And that's where we at, man. And that's why that was so important to do this album, because it's the vulnerability, it's the grown man keeping it grown, and it's being able to live. It's being able to live with what I said and being able to stand on, not look at my grandkids and be like, yo, look at this older guy talking crazy. Now I can stand on this album, and I
Right.
can stand on it. I can fully relate. And dudes my age, yo, bro, it's a whole gang of people our age, bro, that are disappointed in hip hop. And we the first class, bro, to really, the Pete Rocks and the Seal Smooths and the Big L's and the, this is what we came from. This is the fabric. And Cydney Poitier, as the independent artist, we aim to keep it that way, man. And that's why this project is so important, because we not hiding nothing. We letting you know what it is, man. So
Right. So, who are some of the people you work with on the project as far as producers and features and whatnot?
Okay, so producers, we work with 4 producers on this project. So we work with Best One is one of the main producers on my team. Him and Dirty Bakers, you know what I'm saying? We just got in the mix and just acquired Maestro, you know what I'm saying, who out of Atlanta, because we went to Atlanta and we had a pop up, we did some things. We was on the radio out there. We met this guy, this kid named Maestro. This dude is amazing. Uh, Dirty Bakers and DJ Heron. DJ Heron, because of the Boley James thing and because of the Miami thing, because of the Benny thing in Miami, the Art Bezel, I was able to work with DJ Heron. And DJ Heron started letting me hit beats like last year. And I was like, wow, you make the beats like this. He actually did a beat for Thurston Howe that he let me hear. And I was like, wow, you did that? So he started sending me beats. I heard a couple, man, that was special. And so that's why we went with that core, man. And we went with those 4 guys because they all bring something authentic and something different to the table. And if you listen to the album, you'll know that clearly. So
Okay. Were there any collaborations that surprised you where it went creatively on this
yes,
project?
Rob Maurice. Rob Maurice is he's a platinum artist, bro. He's this guy. He's worked with Gloria Estefan. This dude's voice is crazy. He sound like Marvin Gaye. Yo, oh my God, he was piping it on this thing. And the collaboration with me and him, Rod. There's people in Orlando. Yo, trust me, there's people in Orlando that people in Orlando don't know live in Orlando.
Okay.
I know where these people live. These people know me for 15, 20 years. This guy, Rob Maurice, doesn't come out of his house for nobody. He don't have a reason to. He's a platinum artist. He's this guy, he don't need to come out the house. I remember when Al sent him the track and he asked who's the rapper that's rapping on it. And Al said, yo, Sid's gonna be rapping on it. And they just remember Rod saying, yeah, I'm jumping on this. Yeah, I'm doing it. Sidney's the one rapping on it. Yeah, I'm doing it. So he did it. And the collaboration with K Solo and Thurston Howard III. This is me and Thurston's second record. This is me and K Solo's 4th record. And so, first of all, Dirty Bakers did the track. The track is crazy. It's banging. It was easy. And K Solo, made it so easy. The only reason why Thurston Howard III was the last one to lay his vocals, because when we was doing the track, Thurston was in. I don't know if you saw the pictures. Thurston was in. He was in Italy.
Okay.
He was in Italy. He had some shows. So when he got back, he still needed 5 or 7 days to, as a break. I'd already sent him the record, and the record was in his email when he was overseas. When he got back home, I said, Thurston, the record is in your email. So he got the record. He laid his vocals. The process was real easy because these was my brothers, and the process was real easy, man. And yeah, those collabs. There's another collab. Well, the squad, because Blix is on the project. You know what I'm saying? Jay Vengeance is not on my project, but that's only because Jay Vengeance was working on his project when I was kind of working on mine.
Okay.
So, but I am on his because I did a hook on one of his songs with that guy Ike. But yeah, man, that he's on that. There's a young man by the name of Larry Bird, born and raised in the state of Florida. I don't have too many Southern friends. Most of my friends are from up top. There's a lot of people from up top down here in Orlando. I know some Southern dudes. I know a few Southern dudes as far as who I hang with and things of this nature. But at the Boldy James show, this guy was one of the guys that opened up for us. And man, I hope this young man doesn't kill me. He got to be, Larry Bird got to be, what, 22, 23, if that, 22, 23, I don't even know. But he's on a record of mine. Man, Carl, let's talk to him. Let's talk about it. And bro, he's the first one rapping. He's incredible. I've never heard a Southern boy rap like this.
Okay.
The only people that I've ever heard Southern rap like that is like Big Boy and Andre.
Okay.
This young man is spitting, and he's talking that real for his age. When I heard him, I called him and I said, "Yo, Larry Bird, man, I want to do a song with you, man." And he was looking at me like, "But you Cydney Poitier." I was looking like, "Man, yo, listen, bro. No, you're Larry Bird, bro. And I think you're out of here. But before you go, I want you to hear something. I'm gonna send you this record." I sent him the record. He jumped on the record. He sent me the record back in like 3 days, I think, maybe 2 days. He sent me back the record. I knew the record was a hit when I first heard it. When DJ Heron heard the record, he was like, "Oh shit, this is crazy." And that guy Ike, his verse, that last verse is just anointed, bro. And we just really went in on that record, man. And who else? Iceberg Snub is on the album. Let me see, who else? I said Blix, Blix, and Iceberg Snub is on a record called In and Out. You know what I'm saying? Abbreviation for in and out, like a robbery. You heard?
Okay.
Quick and to the point. That's what it's about. So that's the last song on the album. So yeah, basically, everybody I named, not too many collabos other than the squad and Rod Maurice, K Solo and Thurston Howard III, and then the squad. That's it. So yeah, not too much. A lot of solo joints from me. And yeah, man. It's there. It's that one.
Okay, so would you say this project came together quickly, or was it something that you had to build over time? Did you have to cook the food, as you like to say?
Yeah, we cooked the food because it's crazy. Me and I think it was Maestro. It could have been. Yeah, I think it was Maestro. Me and Maestro was just talking the other day about this. Or maybe it was Best One. It took 7 months.
Okay.
It took 7 months to complete it, and so 7 months, man, and we were done. And it all, Tersh. Big shout out to Tersh. Tersh tracked me out, and everything put up on the SSL and track set, everything on the board, bro. That's why it sounds great. It's probably one of my better sounding albums.
Yeah, I notice when I see you, every time I see y'all in the studio, I see y'all in the studio. I don't see you. I don't see you in the corner in the basement. I see y'all in the studio.
And that's the difference, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Guys want to work with me. They got to come over here to the studio, man. I'm not coming to your house, bro. where the monitors are this big. I'm not, we have a place of business. And if we're gonna do business, we're gonna do it right, man. Because this is what independence is all about, man.
That's what's up. So, what's the one song on the project you think people are gonna connect with the most?
But I think they're gonna connect with the most. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. It's to me, it's that or Sins of a Father. I mean, the fathers are definitely gonna connect with that.
So that's probably gonna answer my next question, which is, what's the one record that personally means the most to you?
Sins of a Father.
Okay. I
Because
hear you.
because sins of a father trickle down to our children. And our children want to make us proud. So when
Okay.
our fathers, when our fathers condone gangster shit, and your son go out there and he want to make you proud and he end up getting killed. That's why I say in the beginning, this is for fathers by fathers, because this is a lesson for fathers, because the shit was created by fathers. You
Right.
raise your children to be better than you.
Right.
Your children have unconditional love. So when you raise them on some gangster shit, they're gonna go out there and do something gangster to try to make you proud. But when they get killed trying to do that, you're gonna be sad. And that's the story. And that
Right.
really happened. And it
Right.
happens all the time.
Right.
And so to me, the as a father and being a witness to great fathers, and also being a witness to horrible fathers, that song means the most to me.
Right.
Because it's close to my heart. And because as a father, I've done right by my son. I've done right by him. You know what I'm saying? And he's done right by me. And I'm grateful. And, there's a line that I say, God forbid I ever get that phone call. I don't ever want to get that phone call.
Right.
And it's a true story. I know who it happened to. And today he's broken. That happened 5 years ago. And he's broken. Today still. We got to do better. We have to do better, bro. And that's why that song means the most to me. And for any father, it should. I'm so vivid. When I say when I say the shots was fired, body on the front lawn, as you a young brother typing on the computer, how you not the one the front on. You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes are go do something crazy and type on the computer what they did.
Right.
And your child is dead.
Right.
And you should have raised him better, bro. And that's what that song is about, man. And that's why that song means the most to me as a father.
Right.
Fact.
We got more heavy hitters in the building. We got super producer. This is hip hop. We got DJ Larry Loud.
No
We got
doubt.
the Aspire
So
podcast.
go, no doubt.
Shout out to my cousin Black Superman in the building.
Black Superman in the building.
Okay. Now there's this record.
Okay.
And I do this where, like, I feel like my thing is picking records.
Okay.
And every once in a while I hear a record just on the little snippet that you get on IG or something, and I'm like, I gotta find this record. So you got one of them records.
Okay.
Is it called Don't You Know You're a Star or Baby You're a Star or something? What's the
Yeah.
name of that song?
Yeah. When you know you're a star.
When You Know You're a Star. And every time I've only heard the snippet a few times, and I'm still trying to figure out how I can hear the whole song. And I'll be pissed
Okay.
off. I'll be pissed off
Okay.
at you
So
every time I think about it.
okay. So Al is tapped in right now. Yo, Al, you make sure, you know what I'm saying, that DetroitHustle.com and that they get When You Know You're a Star. And by the way, it's featuring the lovely Christian Warren. She's a jazz singer. She's well known out here. The record is so great. I'm gonna hold on real quick. I'm gonna show you what inspired this record.
Okay. And to the people that wonder, like sometimes people wonder. I know a lot of artists ask me, like they might see me going crazy about a record and just pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. It's that type of record, that record that I just hear for a second and I know, oh my God, this he got
Okay,
one right here.
so when you know you're a star, I actually wrote a book. I wrote a book for when you the book is just, the song is inspired the book.
Okay.
The book is inspired by the song. This is the official book when you know your star. This is my first children's book that I've ever wrote. I never cheated the kids either. I gave them 12 pages. And this ain't no IG shit neither. This is, I really wrote this. And you know, the captions in here. Al from IVM, he did all the captions, the pictures in here, the story. This is when you know you're a star. This is the children's book. The illustrations are beautiful. It's 12 pages. You know what I'm saying? Front to back, front cover, back cover. We're gonna be. It's crazy that you mentioned that song, but we're gonna. Me and Kristen Warren. I believe we're gonna be doing some boys and girls clubs this year, this summer. I know one of the ones in Pine Hills is probably the one we're most likely going to start first. Pine Hills is an African American community. It's a multicultural community. It's a community that has had their issues. It's a community that is on the come up as well. And we're going to be out there. Me and Kristen Warren, we're going to go there, and we're gonna read this book to the kids, and we're going to do the live performance of the record when you know your star. So Al, I know you're listening on the phone. Please make sure that my people at DetroitHustle.com get the entire version of when you know you're a star. And when the book come out, we're gonna send you that too. You feel me? But yeah, that's yeah, that joint right there. You know, a lot of people like that record. That record is on vinyl. It actually came out last year on my last album, but we realized that that's a big record, dog, and we needed more time with that record. We still got to rock with that record. We still got to, like, dog, we did the Dr. Phillips Performing Art Center and shut it down with that record.
Yeah,
So we have to.
I think I saw a snippet of a performance, and I was like,
yeah, we almost caught a standing ovation in there. Matter of fact, we caught a standing O in there. It was crazy. That's how many people love that record. But we are in the process of working this record. We got to work it. We know what we got to do. A lot of people like this record. And the producer, Terse, he's one of the guys who tracked me in the studio. He's a producer too. He produced that record. There's so much that we want to do with that record. We're gonna do an audio book as well for this record. And he's gonna do that, all the music for it. But there's a lot. But yeah, that song is dope. I'm gonna make sure you get that record. Yo, it's crazy you like that record. A lot of people like that record, dog.
And see, this is the thing, and you know this because you are a vet and you've been at record labels. That's the type of record that the label will stall and hold and hold and hold you until you get that record.
Yeah, we've already had. You know who tried to talk to me about that record?
Oh,
Empire.
Okay.
But that record is not for somebody like Empire, bro.
Right.
That record's bigger than that, bro. And so we waiting, we're patient. We know what's going on. We're patient, but we are working that record. Trust me, bro. But good question though, man. That's dope, bro. So yeah, got the children's book. We got that song, and we're gonna be working it this summer too, man.
Right. Well, that's the good thing about being independent. It's still new until everybody heard it.
That part. Yes, sir. Until everybody hears it, nobody's heard it.
Right. So the next thing that I want to ask you about is the Poitier Music Group. Explain Poitier Music Group to the people. Is it strictly music or is it broader than that? And what's your vision for the company long term?
Okay, so Poitier Music Group came about with first of all, obviously I'm the CEO of Poitier Music Group, but in order for Poitier Music Group to do what it do, we needed IVM to come along and really build this thing up and make this thing, you know what I'm saying? And here's what it is. I can say this though. There are two people on Poitier Music Group. There is Jay Vengeance and there is Blix. Jay Vengeance lives in Arizona. He's from San Diego, California. You have Blix. He's from San Francisco, California. Now, it wasn't the fact that I just signed two dudes on the West Coast. That's not really how it happened. These dudes' work ethic is crazy. Me and Jay go back. Me and Jay Vengeance go way back. I met Blix through some other people. And his work ethic is crazy. But I own no percentage of anything that they do. I don't get any money from Blix or Jay Vengeance. Nothing. Not 1 cent of what they have goes to me. It all goes to them. The market and promotion comes with the Poitier Music Group and IVM experience. So the marketing and promotion, they get that. If IVM and Poitier Music Group decides to take you on as an artist, then they will handle all marketing and promotion. And this way, independently, you can focus on what you have to do. Now, when IVM is focusing on your marketing and promotion, this gives you the ability to fly around, take a bus around, take a train, and go do what you have to do, because you're not arguing with some people about marketing and promotion. The marketing and promotion is already taken care of.
Right.
Poitier Music Group is distributed by Poitier Music Group and IVM. We released over 60,000 DJs. We're in two of the largest record pools across this country, including DigiWax, some of the biggest. Like, so we don't need to be, they must have forgot. Okay, the DJ is the ultimate. He is the ultimate element in hip hop.
Right.
And if a person has 6 albums, like me, this is my 6th studio album. I would like to ask any artist, if you have 3 albums, you have 4 albums, you have 2 albums, how many of those albums? How many you gave to the? How many have you given to a DJ?
Right.
You gave your music to the DSPs, but how many have you given to the DJs? I hit the DJs in the head, 60,000 of them across the world. That's how you get it done. And that's how the motion started. And that's how DJ Sin and all these other cats, and because Ness knows that I be over there, and if Baby J Biz and they tapping in, I like Cydney stuff. Let's do a project. And because of the DJs, I went to Atlanta. I was with Big X. I'm rocking with DJ Heron. I'm on Shaq Fu Radio with DJ Mega. I'm not dealing with no DSPs, dog. We're dealing with the DJs, bro.
Okay.
Because the DJs are going to play the records.
Okay.
Fuck a middleman, dog. Hit the DJ. Let's go. That's how that go. It's simple, bro. Niggas doing too much, man. You don't even know them people. You don't know none of them people. You can go meet the DJ.
Right.
Let me tell you something. Giving the DJ $50 beats a Spotify any day. At least you know the DJ gonna play it.
Right.
What the Spotify gonna do? You don't even know who the fans are or where they coming from or who. You don't even know if it's real. But the DJ is real. The music you put in his hands, that's real. And when he play it, that's real. And on top of that, you get the effect of what the crowd gonna feel like when he play it. So you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone in the building already. I done already trumped you while you still over here on Spotify. Not only have I met my fans, they paid me, and I went on about my business. And the DJ played it. And when I walked in, he had it. When you walk in, these DSPs ain't playing your music, bro. You niggas better tap in with the DJs, bro. You better get with the people who play music and not with the people who sell your music. Because you're supposed to sell your music, not them. You're supposed to give your music to the DJ, not them. You're doing too much. Slow it down. You want to make something out of this? Well, don't be the bad guy. Don't be the guy who didn't get nothing. If you don't want to be the guy who didn't get nothing, then don't be the guy who didn't get nothing. This is, yo, listen, bro, this is, you're going to have to come from behind the chair. If you want the results that you want, you're going to have to come from behind the chair. That's really what it is, bro. And that's motion sickness, bro. Getting it on in every fabric way, bro. Just getting it on. So that's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? And that was the mindset. And 2026 it's gonna be a great summer for me, and it's gonna be a better next year. I'm gonna be overseas dealing with who I'm dealing with, and like I said, man, we grateful, we humble. The crew is together. It's distributed through Poitier Music Group. We distribute our own stuff. It's us, and with the help of the DJs, and with the help of the cores and the coalitions and these other big DJ forums and all these forums, yo, deal with the DJ. Plus, I'm in Orlando. One of the biggest DJ events of the year comes here every year. So that's Junebug. That's all these dudes. LES. That's everybody come in. We tapping in with the DJs, bro. And that's another thing. Poitier, you know what? We would like to say that, me and Al, we from IVM, we kid about it, but Poitier Music Group, we distributed by the DJs, bro. We're distributed by the DJs, bro. Because bro, that they're everything in this. You remember when the DJ used to be the MC and the DJ? Remember that? That's why I'm saying. They forgot. The DJ is the source. Stop going for these bozos and look for the DJs. That's it, bro. Poitier Music Group, IVM, where dreams come true, nigga. Yeah. Real talk, man.
Cats probably never experienced having to go to the record pool meeting and play your records for the DJs and meet them and
it's all a beautiful thing, but that's what you got to do, bro.
Used to have to do back in the day.
Look, man, all right. So Lord Jazz from Lords of the Underground. I mentioned his name on a particular record. So he called me up. He was playing the record. He was like, "Yo, I love this record, Sid." I had vinyl sent to his house. I said, IBM was like, "Yo, Lord Jazz, what's your address?" We just ordered his vinyls from my album and had it sent to his house. So he's gonna get that in a little bit. He's gonna have that automatically to his house, and that's a DJ, and that's the respect that we have for the DJs around here, man. They make it happen, bro. And people that lost their touch, and the DJ, man, get off the digital shit, man, and get back to the DJ, bro. Let's get back to it. You must have forgot. I don't know. That's where we at, though, man.
Salute to DJ J Mob in the chats.
Salute to J Mob. Yo, my little brothers. My little brothers. Big shout out to Earl Thurston Howe III. You know what I'm saying? You already know. My peoples. We in here, man. That's what's up.
Now I noticed. I see you. You got the website with the merch and whatnot. I got to hit it up because I told you I want that Poitier Music Group's T-shirt. That's hard.
Yeah, we got. You know what? My store is crazy. Yo, shout out to Fourth Wall. Shout out to Fourth Wall, man. I got almost 50 pieces in my store. And yo, bro, I don't know if you saw this, but I want to talk about the Aboriginals hoodies. Did you see those?
No, I didn't.
They say Aboriginals. This is a brand that me and my sister wanted to come up with. We thought about this like 5 years ago. The Aborigines people are black people, the first people here. So right. I came up with the brand Aboriginals, and I wrote it like if it was a baseball jersey, and I put the 01 because the Aboriginals were the first ones. So it's the 01. It's got the 01 on the back. It comes in black, it comes in orange, it comes in green. Black, orange, green. Oh, it comes in black, orange, green, and royal blue. Aboriginals. So if you're a person, if you share my skin color, and trust me, I'm about to put some ads out for this because this Aboriginal brand is real crazy. The quality of this is dope. It's dope as hell. And when you look at the tags in the back, like the tags don't say like Gildan or something. No, the tags in the back say Poitier Music Group. That's what the
Okay.
tags say. The quality of these hoodies are so thick and dope. The people who already bought them from my store are like, yo, you know, the quality is crazy. And so they love the quality of my stuff. But yeah, man, we're gonna make sure you get a shirt. But yeah, dog, yo, I got over 50 pieces, man, in there, man. Big shout out to Fourth Wall for making that happen with me. It's dope. Blick's got his own store. Jay working on his. All the Poitier Music Group artists are going to have a store if they don't already have it.
Okay. Okay. So what is Upper Crust?
Upper Crust is the song with me and Rod. You know what I'm saying? Upper Crust is the shit you got to go through, man, to get to the upper crust. Upper crust is another word for top tier,
Okay.
upper echelon. You know, to get to the upper crust, man, there's things you got to go through, man. You know what I'm saying? Rod is singing on. He's talking about he don't know why things went left. The friends don't last forever, bro. Like we grow. You know, when you grow, that doesn't necessarily mean everybody grow with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody don't grow at the same time, and some people don't even grow. Some people be stuck, bro, while you growing. And that's what upper crust is about, bro. It's about again being independent. You're gonna have to do what it takes. You're gonna when you're chasing your dream and you focus, you're gonna fall out with people. People are not gonna understand the vision. They're not gonna understand your vision. They're not gonna. Some people gonna react wrong to it and want to come in on false pretense and do things and cause separation. They don't really understand the vision that was created, and it's just a slew of things that you're gonna go through in order to get to the upper crust, and that's what the song's about. Rock killed it. It's a meaningful song. It's dope. Rob can't do on the remix. It's crazy. Did you hear the remix?
No, I haven't heard the remix yet.
The remix is crazy too. But yeah, man, Upper Crust, man, dope record, man. One of my favorite records. I love it.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we covered about everything. Once again,
No doubt.
salute to Cydney Poitier for pulling up on the Always
Salute.
Hustling Spotlight.
Salute to my hustle, my DetroitHustle.com. Always holding me down. You know what I'm saying? I make sure I tap in on the platform. I love this platform. This platform has always cared about me. And I always care about this platform. I really do, bro. I appreciate you, man. I'm humbled. I've been on this show like 3-4 times, bro, and I appreciate it. And every time I'm with a new project and I'm getting my motion, and you always spotlight that. I love you for that, my brother.
For sure. For sure. Make sure y'all tap in with the new project, Motion Sickness. Support the merch. Check out the website and follow everything he's got going on. And artists, if you want opportunities like this, get those MP3s and cover art into My Detroit Hustle at Outlook.com for airplay consideration. Subscribe to My Detroit Hustle TV. Follow us on social media and tap into MyDetroitHustle.com. It's your boy OG-10, and we out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Before you get out of here, we want to get a couple of them drops too, man.
No doubt.
You can just go whenever and I just clip them up. One for the Always Hustling show with OG-10.
Always, yo, Cydney Poitier, and you're on the Always Hustling show with OG-10. You heard? Salute.
My Detroit Hustle Radio.
Hey, yo, it's Cydney Poitier. You tapping in right now with My Detroit Hustle Radio. Salute OG-10. Let's get it.
And last but not least, My Detroit Hustle TV.
Hey, yo, it's Cydney Poitier. We live. My Detroit Hustle TV. You know what I'm saying? OG-10. Blah!
All right, all right. As usual, it's a pleasure.
No doubt.
You know,
Salute, my brother. I
chop all
appreciate
this
you. When
stuff
is
up.
the air you on air today or tomorrow, whatever?
Oh, this is on all
Oh,
kind
it's
of
live.
platforms
Okay,
right
bet.
now. This is live.
Oh yeah, we up. All right, we up. Let's get it.
But
I know my people's gonna record it and everything, so I appreciate you, man. Salute.
for sure. You know, I'm about to
All right.
chop all this stuff and go crazy. So,
all right, bet.
all right. Well,
All right, one.
all right. Peace.
All right.